Africa, China, and US Imperialism, an article from the Communist Party USA website. The article begins. The US government has become obsessed with Africa, not with fostering its strength, independence, health, or economic development, mind you. Instead, it is worried about why Africans don't like us much. Recent polling in 29 African countries shows that African youth hold more favorable opinions of China than of the US. More than 8 in 10 respondents see China's influence in their country as both more prominent than that of the US and more positive. The article goes on to say, after 4 centuries of the European-American slave trade, colonialism, and neo-colonialism, followed by decades of neglect, the U.S. government in 2021 called Africa the southern flank of NATO. Large chunks of the massive annual $800 billion military budget fund the complex of military installations, intelligence networks, and interventionist political projects called AFRICOM. The article goes on to say, unfortunately, this official Western imperialist view of China-Africa relations has also seeped into radical circles. It is commonplace for some US and UK leftists to denounce China as imperialist. In doing so, they display little knowledge of the precise relationships it has tried to develop with African countries. The article in its conclusion reports, a realistic assessment of the overall record reveals more successes than failures. The most significant risk to success for the China-Africa Independent Development Project lies with the dangers of U.S. imperialism. By conflating Africa with U.S. imperialism, U.S. officials are threatening to open numerous proxy wars on that continent via renewed military occupations, political interventions, and economic sanctions, regimes that could derail the China-Africa paradigm and return the continent to some of the worst depredations of the neo-colonial era. The struggle to end expanding U.S. military involvement in Africa and to challenge distorted and hypocritical U.S. propaganda about the China-Africa paradigm is vital to derailing that imperialist agenda. Structural development economics allows developing countries to establish the foundations for social, political, economic, and cultural autonomy denied under neo-colonialism and neo-imperialism.